Hi, welcome back. Earlier, we looked into your readiness to learn online. If you have not taken the test, I suggest you pause this video and take the short online readiness test, which is linked on the previous session. So in this session, I will be sharing some tips and strategies to help you become a better online learner and teacher later on. So whether you are trying online classes for the first time or have done this numerous times before, there are always a few key areas you need to consider so that you become a successful online learner. So these are number one, keeping your mind and body healthy. Number two, effectively manage your time and minimize distractions. Number three, forge connections with your online or virtual learning community. And number four is getting the most out of your learning. So how do we do all these things? So first is keeping your body and mind healthy. This is all about self-care. It is important that you have a healthy mind because, as they say, a healthy mind and a healthy body is a mind ready for learning. So how do we do that? Um, think of a flexible way to participate in the class. Like in this session, um, our time is not fixed, so it is an asynchronous class. So you can log in anytime you want and participate. And at the same time, it doesn't have to be written. If you notice in our discussion board, you could upload your videos actually. You can record your videos as a reflection. So you're not limited to the text. Of course, when you actually do your own online class, you have to be considerate with the realities of your students. Remember, we have a very slow internet here, so we have to be flexible in giving deadlines and um, giving tests. Okay, so another way to self-care is scheduling your break. It is not ideal to be focusing on the computer or to be sitting in front of the computer for a prolonged period because it doesn't help your eyes. It's bad for your posture and it's really stressful. So we suggest that every 15 minutes or so, you stand up, go to the bathroom, drink coffee, or just walk around. Just relax for a bit before you go back to whatever you are working on. You can also maintain healthy habits. Your brain, like your body, needs rest and exercise. So if you're sleepy, then take a nap. Stay hydrated, eat well, and go walk around. One of the biggest, the next is, of course, effectively managing your time and minimizing distractions. One of the biggest benefits of online learning is the flexibility. But it is also one of the challenges because there are too many distractions, so many things happening around us. So how do we make sure that we are learning by focusing and creating a structure? So this is how you could maximize your online classes. So how do we do that? By setting aside your time. It doesn't have to be 4 hours daily of strict time. It can be 15 minutes here and there, broken throughout the day. Whatever works for you. In my case, I prefer studying in the morning. Others prefer studying at midnight. So that's the beauty of online learning because you're not restricted to office hours, so to speak. Track your deadlines, of course. If you have in your mobile phone, put in there all the assignments and all the deliverables. And then if you are using learning management platform like Canvas that we have right now, you would get notified. You would be getting notification via your email. And also we have to minimize our distraction. So the distraction can be physical. So try to study in a place where there's little or no people at all. So avoid kitchens, avoid dining areas, avoid living rooms. But of course, if you're comfortable studying there, there's no problem. There's also what we call the digital distractions. So when you're studying online, Focus on what you are doing. Do not have your Facebook open, your YouTube open, your Netflix open. Just concentrate even for 15 minutes. That would do a lot, okay, for you. Next is forge connections with your virtual learning community. So try to find ways to connect. So how do we do that? You can create social groups in Facebook. You can create study groups. Okay. So make sure that whatever group or community you form, make sure you are respectful and supportive of one another. Remember, this is a very new environment for everyone. So we need to be kind and we need all the help that we can get. The fourth is get the most out of your learning. So in this modern learning landscape, so many information is out there, so many online classes, so many MOOCs, so many webinars. So how do we manage that? We can do that by focusing on one class at a time. If you can juggle, then no problem. But ideally, you wanted to focus to get the meat out of those lessons. So you can take down notes. Um, in our into the modules, I will be putting there a note-taking device, which we call it KWL. KW stands for what I know, what I want to know, and what I learn. So these are note-taking tips to help to guide you through the modules. When you're taking webinars or video lessons, there are actually two ways to approach it. If it is already recorded, you can pause and reflect and before you continue with the video. But if it's a live session, which means you cannot pause, what you can do is just really focus, take notes if you can, and then maybe ask the organizers later on for a copy of the video so you can go back to areas which you may have missed or you wanted refreshing. Also, if you are subscribed to paid Zoom and Microsoft Teams, they have these breakout groups. You can create breakout groups for your classes, for your students, so they can collaborate on their own. So, so before we end this module, again, here are the few things you can do to succeed as an online learner and teacher later on. So, till next time, happy learning!